Good morning, everybody. This is Stephen Pugh of the Home Bible College. It's January the 11th, and we're beginning our reading today in Matthew chapter 8. In this passage, we have three incidents. We have Christ healing a man with leprosy. We have Christ healing the centurion's servant. And we have Christ healing the mother-in-law of Peter. And, of course, many other people as well. My password is from verse 3. It says, Jesus put forth his hand and touched him. That's my password. Now, the reason why I've selected that password is because in these three passages we have the very humanity of the Lord Jesus expressed by the physical touch of one person to another. That's in the first passage. In the last passage, we have a similar thing. We have the touch of the Lord Jesus on the hand of Peter's mother-in-law. And I like this touch. The Lord Jesus was not one who stood at a distance and commanded to be healed. He touched them in a very personal way. But the one in the centre, the passage in the centre, is the healing of the centurion's servant. And in this particular case, he does heal at a distance. In fact, he probably heals at quite a large distance. But that was because the centurion, being so humble, so self-aware, he could not bring himself to allow the Lord Jesus to come into his humble abode. So the Lord Jesus heals the servant at a distance. But in the first passage, it's very interesting. The Lord Jesus comes down from the mountain and he has just delivered the Sermon on the Mount, and there comes a leper. A leper comes and prostrates himself upon the floor in front of the Lord Jesus, and he says, Lord, if you will, you can make me clean. Jesus put forth his hand and touched him, saying, I will, be thou clean. Immediately his leprosy was cleansed. Not healed, cleansed. Leprosy is always something that's cleansed, not healed. And Jesus saith unto him, see that you tell no man, but go your way and show yourself unto the priest, and offer the gift that Moses commanded for a testimony unto them. See, the Lord Jesus didn't need a testimony. He knew that he'd been cleansed. And the man himself didn't need a testimony. He also knew that he had been cleansed. But other people didn't. And so it was important for him to go away and allow the priest to examine him, to check that he was completely cured, and then to offer a gift for the cleansing of the leper. It probably was Annas or Caiaphas, I'm not sure exactly who, probably Annas at this stage, who is the high priest, that would be offering the gift for the cleansing of a leper. In Israel, there were a number of miracles which the religious leaders understood to be a sign of the coming Messiah. One of them was that he would be able to cleanse lepers. Another one was that he would be able to heal a demon-possessed person who had been made to be deaf or dumb. Another one was that he was able to heal those that had been lame from birth. Another one was that he would be able to heal those who were blind from birth. You see, these are miracles that are way beyond a normal miracle. The high priest and the priests, they could perform miracles in the name of the Lord, in the power of the Spirit, but these miracles of the Lord Jesus were messianic signs. They were far beyond the ability of even a man empowered by the Spirit of God. In the second passage, a centurion comes to Jesus and beseeches him and says, my servant lies at home sick of the palsy, grievously tormented. We don't really know quite what is the case here. It could be that there was some sort of a mental distress. Certainly we know that he was lame in some way, or paralyzed, as we would say. And Jesus said, I will come, I will come. And then the man says, no, you cannot come. You cannot come because I'm unworthy that you should come under my roof. But if you speak the word, then I know that my servant will be healed, because I'm a man under authority and I can say to people, do this, and they go and do it. So I know that I'm able to extend my authority over a great distance. I'm able to do things that are not in my immediate presence through my servants. And you're able to do that too. You're able to heal at a distance. And Jesus was amazed, absolutely amazed. And he said to the crowd, he said, I haven't found such great faith even in Israel, in the whole of Israel. Nobody has faith like this. And then the Lord Jesus comments about that. He says that I say unto you that many shall come from the east and from the west, and will sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. So this is the Messianic kingdom. And people will come from the other nations in the far east and from the far west. And they will sit down with Abraham, Isaac and Jacob in the Messianic kingdom. But the children of the kingdom, this is the naturally born children of the kingdom, he says they will be cast out into outer darkness, where they will weep and gnash their teeth. And Jesus said unto the centurion, go your way, as you have believed, so it will be done unto thee. And his servant was healed in that very same hour. The hour was the smallest unit of measurement. It's very possible that he was healed that very moment, that very minute, or that very second. The last paragraph speaks of Peter's mother-in-law. She's sick with a fever. She has some sort of an infection. The Lord Jesus goes in and he touches her hand. What a beautiful expression that is. And the fever left her, and she arose and ministered to them. And when the evening was come, they brought to him many people that were possessed of demons, and cast out the spirits at his word, and healed all those that were sick, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, himself took our infirmities and bare our sicknesses. And when Jesus saw great multitudes coming, he gave commandment to depart to the other side of the lake. So this is the beginning of Christ's ministry. One might ask, what is the greatest miracle here that will have greatest impact? Well, I think it's the first one. The first one is going to set in motion a series of investigations into the person of the Lord Jesus that will bring him to nationwide significant attention. But we look forward to speaking to you another day about that. Just remember what the password is. Jesus put forth his hand and touched him. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye for now.